Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dee and this is Dee's Reading Lounge. This is where I'm sharing my love for reading at my own pace. If you are new here, welcome. I do invite you to subscribe if you like all things books. My favorite genre is historical fiction, but I do read a variety of things. I am in the process of reading and finishing up a romance book, and because I am planning on going out of town, I might not be doing a whole lot of reading. Audiobooks will be my best friend. I'm gonna pretty much just start this vlog off with showing you all a little haul of some books that found themselves on my radar. And so I did purchase the books, well, the book I'm going to show you, from thriftbooks.com. This is an online thrift used bookstore. They have been doing better, and as soon as I say that and look in the book, watch the book be all messed up. I hope that is not the case. Okay, it's not the case. So I did just recently get another book by this male author. This is a male author. I don't think, did I? I think I did. I think I did. I'm not so sure now. I'm not so sure if I talked about this male author, because I do want to read more male authors, because I feel like that is kind of lacking in my book journey. You know, I personally like having males as friends. I feel like they're so non-biased and they really do tell you the truth. I really want to read from my male authors because I just want to get their side of things. Second, I read a book. What was it called? What was that book called? I don't have it anymore because I unhauled it. It was by, oh God, I don't remember, but he hasn't come out with anything. It was 40 Acres by, I think his name was Dwayne. His first name was Dwayne. I don't remember his last name. I read that and it was a good book. I didn't like the ending, but it was a good book. I don't think he's come out with any other books. So I think he was the first male that I've read, male author. And then the second one I've read is Daniel Black. And so not sure if I talked about Ernest Gaines, but Ernest J. Gaines wrote this book. It's called Of Love and Dust. And so it sounds really interesting. Don't remember how this became on my radar, probably because I just hauled a book from Books A Million. You should have seen that video by now, I think. And so I want to kind of collect a few books from him and, you know, hopefully get to them soon, but it's no guaranteed. So let me read to you what it's about. This one says, when young Marcus is bonded out of jail where he has been awaiting his trial for murder, he is sent to the Hubert plantation to work in the fields. He treats the Cajun overseer, Sidney Bonbon, with a supreme contempt, even as Bonbon works him nearly to death. Marcus takes his revenge by first seducing Bonbon's black mistress, Pauline, and then his wife, Louise. Jim Kelly, the tractor driver, watches the contest between the two men, knowing Marcus is doomed and hating him for disturbing the status quo. Grudgingly, however, Jim begins to admire the young man's spirit, and the inevitable climatic showdown draws near. So that sounds really good. Of Love and Dust, of course, is a backlisted book, so not many people talk about this author or his work. And so the next one is going to be an Amazon package. And I just learned or watched a documentary about tech and where tech is going in the future. We all know that AI is going to be very prevalent in our society. If you're not, I mean, I'm not the type of person to let fear like soak through me and things like that. Even in my industry, what I do, there already has been AI presence and have taken away some jobs. But we should all know where it's going, and that is a scary concept. They were talking about a lot of how a lot of people in the tech industry, and I do know a few, have gone through layoffs because of AI. And so I say that all to say, and when I watched that video, I know how problematic Amazon is, but when I watched that video, I was like, that damn Amazon. They are planning on getting rid of entry-level white collar jobs. So I just feel sad. I'm not saying it's not going to be anything for them to do, but the fact that they're eliminating like a whole plans on, not yet, but the plans are in the future to eliminate and wipe out like entry-level tech jobs and things like that. It's greed, okay? That's what it all boils down to. I'm not giving up Amazon just yet, but I might be in the future. All that to say, I did buy these from Amazon, okay? Sorry about the rant, but that was on my mind. And so I bought 2 books from Amazon. And one book was, I heard Kayla's Bookish Vibes talk about this book. It sounded really good. And so I was like, okay, I want to get that book. And it is this little book, When the Reckoning Comes by Latanya McQueen. I feel like this book is going to be a good like palate cleanser between my romances because of what type of book it is. It's a historical horror, I think she said, if I'm not mistaken. It says, what if we resisted further, refusing to stop? What if we clamored and yelled, fought in every way we could? And what if we weren't alone? What if it was all of us together rising? Can you imagine it? Can you imagine what we could do? So just reading that, I have no idea what that is talking about. Thought-provoking though. So having said that, I already don't remember what Kayla said about this book. So we're gonna go into it blind, and I heard it's very unhinged though. So When the Reckoning Comes by Latanya McQueen. Okay, and so the second book, I don't remember what it is. Okay, so it's by Megan Giddings. Okay, this one is called Lakewood. And so this is on the historical horror spectrum as well. And so this is Megan, beautiful. And so this one sounded very interesting. I can't wait to get started with this one. I'll probably read these 2 books as palate cleansers this summer. So this one says, when Lena Johnson's beloved grandmother dies and the full extent of the family debt is revealed, the Black millennial drops out of college and takes a job in the mysterious and remote town of Lakewood, Michigan. On paper, her job is too good to be true. All Lena has to do is participate in a secret research program full of seemingly world-changing discoveries, an eye drop that makes brown eyes blue, a medication that could be a cure for dementia, golden pills that promise to make all bad thoughts go away, but the consequences for the subjects involved could be devastating. So it says it's provocative and thrilling. Lakewood is a breathtaking novel that takes an unflinching look at the horror that has been forced on Black bodies in the name of science. So, y'all, I'm not sure if these are historical horror. Now I don't remember, but eager to read them either way. So I bought these books. All right, so I am in the process of reading The Warmth of Other Suns. Finally getting to this book, y'all. And I'm excited. I am reading, or I've started, should I say, the first story. And it's called Leaving. And so already really good. But again, I'm not very far into this book at all. But I'm just gonna take my time with this one, so it probably will be quite a while before I finish this one. Okay, so I'm just going to actually, since I'm leaving at the end of actually Wednesday, today is Tuesday. Tuesday evening. Since I'm actually leaving on Wednesday to go to Virginia, and then we're flying out on Friday, I got to clean my house because I hate going out of town and coming back to a not clean house. I've already folded my clothes here. You can't see them. They're off to the side. I just need to put them away. And then I'm just going to lay on my couch and read the current book that I am reading, which I'm not going to talk about, but you'll see the book. Ignore that sound. That is my washing machine. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Or whenever you are watching this, I hope you guys are doing well. The day is going in your favor and you are blessed and highly favored. This is the week that I am going on my trip, and so I got to do all the things, right, that we ladies do when we are going out of town. So I am going to do something to my hair. I washed it a couple of days ago, maybe 2-3 days ago, so it does not need to be washed, but I am going to be putting some big curls in my hair. However, it is going to be hot, probably. I don't know how that is going to hold up. The good thing is with locks, you can't really go wrong. If the curls fall, so what? It still looks good when it's straight. So I'm going to get in a personal training session, and after my personal training, I'm getting my toes done, and then I gotta drop off a book to the library because it is overdue. Shame on me. And then what else do I have to do? I gotta come back and clean up my house because I'm leaving tomorrow, and I want my house to be pristine, clean, everything spotless, even my desk, because my desk can kind of get chaotic when I'm working. So everything has got to be spotless in this house. But I'm not gonna do that until after I get back from my massage appointment, which is at 2 o'clock, and I purposely snuck in the personal training session so my body will be sore and tender and ready for my massage. I get my massages every month, and yeah, I just absolutely treasure it because my body actually needs them. My body actually feels pretty good after having my massage. Going to massages, especially having a masseuse that knows what he's doing and what he's talking about, can be very helpful. If you have flexible spending, massages are considered therapeutic treatment that may be covered under your HSA. My friend, she used to pay for her massages with her HSA, but luckily this is a gift for me that I absolutely treasure every month. Yeah, so let me go ahead and get off this camera and get out of here. Hey y'all, so it is a random Wednesday and I am waiting for my personal training session to start. After this, I said I was gonna go walking because I worked out a lot yesterday. But I don't know, before that, so after this, I am going to the library just to sit down and get or have some peace and read some books. And so I'm still reading The Warmth of Other Suns, but again, that's going to take me some time to get through because I'm really taking my time with the book. Anyway, so it is almost 4 o'clock, and so I'm going to go ahead and pack up my backpack and my water, which I'm going to need. And head on in. Y'all, so I wanted to quickly come and close out the vlog. I have returned from my vacation about 2 weeks ago. So the prior footage that you saw was old footage. I just needed to get it out. So I hope you enjoyed it. Leave all your feedback down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.